Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of the Red Letter Challenge. Today we complete our introduction to the Red Letter Challenge. I hope your Saturday is going well. Enjoying some nice bottled water. Today we're looking at the item that, for most of the time when I ask people as we begin the Red Letter Challenge and we look at those 5 key components: being, forgiving, serving, giving, and going. Which one do you think you struggle with the most? The most typical answer is going. Going. Telling someone about Jesus, sharing the story of what he's done, somehow seems to be very difficult for many people. If you ask a pastor or a professional church worker, they might tell you perhaps that being is the most difficult. We tend to get caught up in the busyness of the day that we feel like we don't have time to just stop and be still and spend time with God because we're doing all these good, godly, right things. Well, let me tell you today that by the time we finish this 40-day challenge, we'll have leveled the playing field a little bit as it was. And I believe that if we spend time learning what it is to be with God, to feel God's forgiveness, to know what it means to serve other people ahead of ourselves, to be truly generous in all that we do, I think we're going to find this going piece kind of falls into place on its own. Because we'll be so excited about everything else we've encountered. We'll be so excited about the reality that God has and plays in our lives that we'll want to tell people. Often the going comes in the serving. When we're serving with people, we're out, we're going, we're among people. So don't be too concerned about your ability to go door to door and share Jesus, because that's not really what going's about. It's about going out to the places you go and being a faithful witness. Remember on day 1, we talked about the fact that so many people in the world who are non-Christians look at Jesus and say, he's a good guy. He had some wise things to say. We should listen a little bit more to him. He was a good man. They maybe don't recognize him as Savior. Most of them have no idea who he is. But when it comes to Christians, you ask them their opinions of Christians, and they don't say, well, they're good people, we should listen to them. They usually say, well, they're kind of arrogant, they're divisive, they're judgmental. So in our going, we want to change the view. We want them to see us as people who are, generous. We want them to see us as people who are forgiving of one another and even of ourselves. We want them to see us as people who genuinely care about them, who want to serve their needs. We want them to see us as people who know what it is to slow down long enough to place our burdens on Jesus. Let him care for us. So I hope your challenge is going well. I hope you're ready for the big dig-in that starts tomorrow as we start our first full week looking at what it means to be with God. So for today, let me just give you one little piece of advice. Go. Get going. That's what we're talking about. Go. You're still sitting here watching this video. Go ahead. Go.